Hello YouTube! Welcome to the Contract Storage Gem free-to-play account, and today we're building our second Transcendence Hero. We have the resources, we have the Stellar Shards, we have the food. And we've been using our Betty alongside a HKxJUMP and an Inosuke for a good while now, but because we can build into a second Transcendence Hero, it will actually give us more power than what we currently have. We'll be able to use both of these heroes together in Void Campaign, and we're actually going to keep the Betty. Because Betty is phenomenal in Void Campaign. Give her a Dragon Receptor, she can crowd control enemies, it's extremely good. But the one thing she lacks is hyper aggressive burst damage. It's the one weakness she has as a hero. We can bring in someone to complement that. I'm thinking Wukong, because Wukong is also able to stun. He's good damage, good crowd control, gives shields. There's a lot this boy offers. Using Wukong alongside Betty might just be the ticket we need to clear Chapter 2. At least get pretty far in Chapter 2. So that's something fun for Void Campaign. So let's get building. Let's go ahead and destroy the heroes we need to, and let's get things ready for our Wukong to become transcended. We're going to start off by making sure we've got some bag space here. Do not have a lot of bag space, but we do have all these 3 stars. So what I'm going to start by doing, we're going to see if we can just upgrade a 5-star hero into existence. We'll double check how we're doing for 4 stars, for example. I think we're pretty low. So what I'll do is I'll just destroy the 3s in the altar. I think that's the correct move. I can destroy our 1s and 2s as well. With all them gone, we can go ahead and consider destroying a Inosuke. So, first things first, to kill him, I'm going to have to take him out of my lineups. So, into Arena we go, take him out of Interdimensional, and I also need to do some stuff to HKxJUMP. I don't think I'll need to remove him, though, to do that. So, we'll just go ahead, just adjust our lineup real quick. Got some stuff to claim here, too. And we need to go remove him from the Celestial Island. So, let's go to the Cloud Island. Let's take him out. And that's going to be 1,000 gems. Nice. We have plenty. That's okay. And in the Soul Temple... What are you yelling at me for? We get some gems here. That's really good. On top of that, I also need to check if they're in teams in the Ethereal Realm, which they probably are. So let me just go ahead and remove them from our lineups here. Alrighty. Inosuke, let's get you destroyed. Let's hit that regress button. Let's send you to the Shadow Realm. Dude's gone. He's out of here. Even his Ranger gear comes back. We'll have to turn that into Warrior gear just so that we can have good armor for our Wukong. But see all this food, see all these 10 stars. They're going to go inside our Monkey Man. So let's go ahead and drop in these copies. I know they have Awakens on them, but I can't actually afford to get chests to decrease the number of Awakens we're putting in here for Wukong. You see, I don't even have any copies in the bag. So we are just going to have to upgrade our Wukong to E5 using these copies. So let's go ahead and do exactly that. So we're putting in our puppets here. We've got our 9 stars. This is going to be really smooth. So that's 1 9-star to get to 10, 2 more to get to E2, and then we'll put in a bunch of 10 stars. And that, my friends, will be an E5 Wukong. Alright, Wukong's now E5. Got him with some attack here. Bit of Unbending Will. We might change that to Balance Strike if we ever do some attacking stuff with him. And before I start putting Void Imprints into him, let's go ahead and transcend him. Now, normally, I would never ever recommend that you open a Transcending Sphere for Crystals of Transcendence, because Stellar Shards is so much better. You always want to have 3 times as many Stellar Shards as you do Crystals. But based on that rule, I have way too many Stellar Shards. I have an entire Tree of Origin 5 Betty, which is 11 million Stellars. I have 5 million inside this HKxJUMP, so that's already 16 million. And then I have another 16 million now sat in the bag because we've just killed this Inosuke. So I'm behind on Crystals of Transcendence. Would you believe it? So we're going to go ahead and basically break the rule because we understand why the rule exists. And that's a really great piece of advice, not just for this game, but for life. Always ask the question, why does this rule exist? Because I promise you, you'll learn so much just by asking that question. It will change your life. Because when you understand the premise behind a rule, you will actually make progress better in life in general. Because asking why is the best thing you can do. Don't just do as you're told, go, why am I doing this? It gives you purpose, it gives you meaning, and it means that you can bend the rules to achieve the thing better. And therefore, the thing we want to achieve is a good measure of crystals to stellar shards. And actually, that means we need crystals. So you'll see I'm on 3.17 million here. I actually want to open my 7 Cores of Transcendence first, just because I feel like that's going to affect stuff. I got these Melissa copies over here. They're nice. Wukongs I actually do need to get for the very reason that we picked them up today. I also need to grab Wukongs here because I do want to get those awakened copies inside of him freed. Head Striker's cool here. We're just going to go and do this enough times so that we're able to go ahead and ideally get this to 3.25. That would be the perfect number to reach. I have 3 left to open. I think we are actually going to get there. And there's a Transcending Sphere. That's quite cute. And then last one. Here we are. All in Guidance. That should take us up. Oh no, one more. Perfect. And that's... There we are. Perfect. So that gets us to 3.23. 2 more. I need 2 more cores. Maybe 3 more. Is there a code that gives spheres? Right, let's have a look. Let's try these. We've got May IH bonus. Exchange. We got Labor IH gift. I guess that's Labor Day, right? Is that happened yet? No. Is it not out yet? Oh, it's Labor 5 gift. Okay. Oh, good. Okay. Hey! 10 core! That's massive! Wow! 10 is huge! Which is what she said. Wow. I mean, to be fair, boys, 10 is huge. 10 will kill you. 10 will put you in hospital. Anyway, let's go ahead and open 10 Cores of Transcendence. Jeez. Do you guys actually know how big 10 inches is? It's like a death machine. Holy crap. Right, now we've got 3.3 million Crystals of Transcendence. We are going to need 3 of these to take us to 4 million, and then another 4 to take us to 5. So it's 7 of these we need to open. Not for Stellars. Actually, this time we're going to go for Crystals of Transcendence. So let's go and do this, and that takes us up to 5 million. Perfect. That means we go to the Gate of the Void. We enter the Evolution Cube, and now we're going to go ahead and evolve ourselves a Wukong. Lovely. A lot of you guys really excited to see this guy come back to the account. So let's go to Interdimensional Arena, free this guy out from being just a humble little hero. And that means we should have this boy built. So, again, evolve, hit that Wukong, put him in. And that is Great Sage Son Wukong. Lovely. Right. Some quick things we need to do then, boys. Got to level him up. And then we're going to go take this guy to Void 4 as well. In fact, we'll do the leveling afterwards because we will gain extra levels from the Tree of Origin. Right, there you go. Void 4. Nice. Now let's go to the tree. So we need to get this guy upgraded. This should be easy to do. So we got... Oh! Hang on. We need 10 stars. Let's go to this Home Jung. We're going to go ahead, take all the imprints out of him. That gets us 4 10 stars. Look at that. Also, we need a 5th. That's going to be Fiona. Because we're no longer running a Nosuke, I do not need Fiona as a hero. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the hero bag, swap out our B- Fiona copy, which means our Fiona is now Awakenless, which means she is perfect food for our Wukong. So let's go into here and let's Tree of Origin. And we'll go through all the Tree of Origin levels now, putting in 4 10-star puppets and also a Fiona. Lovely! So let's get these guys in. And this is going to make the account so much better. And Bendy's right, actually. This combination of heroes, Wukong plus Betty, is going to dominate in PvP. So you might remember the tricks we were doing in the Trial of the Champion. That is going to be even more disgusting with this account. Also, we have lots of sublimation, so we can start upgrading the sublimation on this Wukong as well. There's his active skill. We'll put his passives in too, because we are absolutely stacked on subs. Love that. I don't think I have any basic attack subs. No. I don't know if it's a good idea to get them. We'll think about that. But and go to 120. There's no point not. It's not like Spiritual Essence is an issue, is it? Spiritual Essence is not going to be an issue. I will have to spend soul symbols to undo him. How am I doing for spare soul symbols? I have 55. Yeah, Bendy's right. Actually pushing up to 120 here is not a mistake. Let's see what that difference actually makes to him. So he's on 3.1 million attack right now. We take him up. Ooh! That is actually a sizable addition. Yeah, that goes to 3.3. That's like about 8% extra attack. That's really nice. Right, we need armor for him. So we're going to go to the blacksmith. Let's go to Grey Dwarf's Blessing. And we're going to convert the set that we have. Where is it? Resonance Suits. Here it is. The Ranger set. Now, there's one thing Wukong is, and it's definitely not a Ranger. He's a warrior. So we're going to want to swap this into a full warrior set. Go ahead, convert. And that is nice. We've got a hero resonance now. We're going to go ahead and resonate this all to him. I'm going to use gems here just to keep it nice and cheap. So I don't want to spend tons of resonant conversion resources because we will need these to get our resonance armor upgraded. Okay, we've run out of resonance resources, so I'm just going to go to the disassemble equipment section really quick. We're going to put in everything apart from the oranges. Let's go ahead and do that. Disassemble, that's 3 million. And you see we've got loads of oranges too. So we're just going to put in the 1 stars to 2 stars. That should be more than enough to get us started. We'll even save the 3 stars. We might actually have to give them to heroes, upgrade them into 4 stars. Whatever happens, it doesn't really matter. Like, this sheer volume of stuff is 223 million resonance stuff. That's fine. So, gonna go ahead and keep going and just get all of the resonance we need to make Wukong as strong as we can. Right, there we go. Full resonance gear. Let's go ahead and equip that. And that is, boom, Great Sage Wukong. Even with a melodic strings as well. Lingering Melody of the Universe. Very nice. We'll go ahead and upgrade to, let's quick upgrade him to Soulstone 3. Yeah, let's do that. And we're going to get ourselves crit HP. That's cute. It's not what we want, though. What stones are we really looking for here? I think a speed stone would be good, so I'll get a backup stone for him. And probably crit attack, to be honest. Right, so what does that do? Speed attack takes him to 3.7. If I remove speed attack, he goes down to 3.59. So it's actually not giving that much. Crit attack is a nice middle ground. I like that. That's good. And yeah, I think he's going to do really nicely. So what you've got here, guys, is a Lingering Melody of the Universe Great Sage Wukong coming in at 3.6 million alongside a Betty. And funnily enough, we actually have X upgrades here. Oh, we have X upgrades here. Oh, that's mad. That's going to be super expensive on Spirit, though. X1. That's fine. I don't want to end up spending loads here. And we'll do the same here with... Oh, I can't afford to do Betty. All right. That'll do for now. Let's not get too carried away. What we can do as well... Do I need this basic attack? Basic attack, damage 3 random enemies with an 80% chance to inflict fragile. Ooh, that's actually a really good basic. Do we want to improve this? That's 600% of attack damage. What is it in its normal form right now? 500%? With a 70% chance to inflict fragile? It might be worth me getting the Sublimation. That's a really good ability. So, what I have, I think sneaked away, I do actually have Sublimation Chests. Right? I have this one, yeah, 90,000 in that. That's a 45k. I have 4 of these. So, that's basically enough. Let's have a look. We've got 18,000 here. So, what I'm going to do... In that case, 18? That means we need 3 of these. Right? 3 of these for passive. That is passive 1, right? I think that's right. 3 times 9. I think I've got the math right. Yep. 45 precisely. Perfect. Alright, and then we open this one. Again, that's 45. Love that. And then we open this one, which is 90. That should be exactly 180. Yeah, boy! Alrighty, Wukong. It's go time, buddy. Here you are. Look at that. That is a basic attack. Upgraded to max status. Beautiful. Fully subbed on the Wukong. Fully subbed on the Betty. She's got her core. That's fine. We need that. The nice thing as well about wearing the Lingering Melody Universe, that'll still trigger Wukong's passive, so he's going to stun the enemies. We're going to have a great time with this team. Okay, let's enter into the Tower of Brave. We are going to absolutely demolish this. Depth 9. We were struggling against Depth 8 last time we did it. But I think we're going to be fine here. Oh, Ignis can feed the Wukong as well. Oh, that's just troll. That's mean. Oh, my word. Right, who are our ups as well at the moment? None of those heroes I have. Okay. Yeah. So we'll just put in a decent team. And then... Yeah, we're gonna crush this. We're so gonna crush this. That team is lovely. I might even put Olivia in here, to be honest. Instead of the Amun-Ra. Although Amun-Ra getting an active, giving us bubbles, that's not a bad thing. Let's activate Betty's Core. And I think we're ready to swing. So, let's see what happens. We start off with instant stun coming out there. It doesn't even matter that Betty didn't trigger, because the Wukong gets the stun. The damage here from Wukong is amazing as well. Just lashing out every single time we attack. And then when he doesn't active, it's going to absolutely crush here. That's just a basic coming through, actually, right now. HomeXJUMP with the doves, really, really helpful. Just the amount of control this team has. We have stun from Wukong, doves from HomeXJUMP, and the twine from the Betty. This is disgustingly fun. This is going to be really, really good. And you put the Ignis next to Betty, to be honest. Oh, I guess so she gets fed up. That's actually quite nice. Also, going to make sure that we've got the right artifacts here. Yeah, the mirror on the HomeXJUMP is really, really based. Carry with a Demon Bell is good. We've got another Demon Bell. Put that on Amun-Ra. Another Demon Bell. We're going to put that on Ignis. I actually want to armor up Ignis if we're doing this. So, yeah, that's going to be really, really good. I'm just going to make sure we've got the Radiant Demon Bell, actually, here. Yeah, I think that's right. Keep it split. Glittery, glittery, radiant. Very good. Is nice. Yes. And let's jump back into the tower then. Here we are. Level 2. Again, Eloise, so she should be fine. Crowd control just dominates Eloise. The stun coming out there. Hilarious. Betty getting the trigger. Instantly twining. Amazing damage from Wukong. Killing most of the opponents. And then, I think if it just comes down to good crowd control, these enemies are doing nothing. Yeah, look. Even Amun-Ra CCs. Oh my word. Carry steals energy. Ignis feeds energy. Oh, that's absolutely brilliant. One thing I want to do, though, I want to put the Ignis next to the Wukong. I feel like energy feeding Wukong, just the right idea. Especially with all these Demon Bells, we've got energy feed anyway, and Betty's feeding herself energy. She doesn't need more energy. She's gonna be fine. So, yeah. Doing 2 rounds of actives on a Wukong is going to be so good. There you go. That's round 1 already done. And then round 2, she's just going to come out and do the exact same thing. Even though these enemies are so strong. Wow. Wow. Just Morax is taking it. Fantastic. I think we just skip through here. I think it's definitely going to be the Nightmare Waves that are going to cause us problems. If anything is going to cause us problems. Or maybe like a Valkyrie, right? Because we've got a lot of crowd control. Valkyrie would be a really, really good counter here for us. But dude, look at this. We are breezing through. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at that. 12, 13, 14 here. And then last but not least, it's 15. Oh, it's the disgusting one. It's double Olivia, double Sherlock, double ticks. And Valks just die. Yeah, I think we do just kill them. Alright, let's see here. Oh, we're stunned? Of course. We have so much CC that the Sherlock's going to reflect so much of it. That said, though, we will burn through their magic tricks, though, because we have that much crowd control we're going to throw at them. Wukong, could you just stop getting CC'd, please, buddy? I love Betty's just soloing this one, actually. All we need is 1 active from Wukong and the whole wave dies. That's the funny thing here. Unless the Tixers have stolen enough attack, which is genuinely possible. Yeah, there we go. They're out of stacks. Bang, there you go. Wukong kills half the wave. Oh, he's so good. He's so good. Look at that. Now we just have to kill the Sherlocks. Although I think HomeXJUMP's got that one covered. Oh my word. Yeah, HomeXJUMP's doing a great job. All the damage over time. And wow, Betty, yeah, Betty doing the most there. That does not surprise me. Wukong spent most of the time crowd controlled. Alright, here we go. The real test, Sword Flash. Betty is faster than Wukong, so she'll actually trigger the Sword Flash here. There you go. And that means that all we need is Wukong just to smack out. Oh my word! The way Wukong just deleted the Drakes from existence, that's hilarious. And Petrify on the Sword Flash as well, adding insult to injury. Amun-Ra, you're so good. Look at that. That was mad. We minced the crap out of that. This team is beautiful. This is so good. Am I going to get an A tier on Monkey? Nah, that would be scummy, right? The whole point of this account, it's a free-to-play where we use contract story gems on events. I don't think getting A tiers is within the spirit of the account. Like, then it's just not showing you what we're capable of as borderline free-to-play, right? Then it's just like, look, I got an A tier. And I think that for me is a huge turn-off. So I'm going to try and do as much as I possibly can with B tiers. Right, Wukong, could you break free, dude? Like, that'd be really nice. Just stop being crowd controlled. It's Sherlock, guys. That's the real problem. reflecting everything back. Oh, doving them. Get absolutely jeffed. That's so funny. Boom. Look at that. Fantastic. And that should be a dead enemy. Yeah. Amazing. Betty just absolutely hard carrying here alongside the Wukong against those Sherlocks. So clean. Love it. And if we get A tiers on Awakens... Oh, if I hard draw an A tier, that's fine. Right? But I'm not going to buy one. That feels wrong. And Giant Killer's not even needed. No, it really isn't. Because by the time you get to late game, you don't really need an A tier on a Wukong. You want to be using an actual main damage dealer. Wukong, though, he just offers good burst. So here, he's going to be fine. And also, the crowd control synergizes amazingly with Betty. Because you're already locking everything down. So you get that double whammy of just Wukong working alongside Betty. It's stunning. Such a stunning combination of heroes. Is he a homeowner? No, I don't even have tenants for him. That's the mad thing. So, yeah. Just buy him and later sell him would work. Yeah, if we were going to buy a Wukong, buying him then selling him would be definitely the play. Similar to what we did with LOEs on the Turbo series. Right, now we've got a Halora wave with Sword Flash. I think we also just wrecked this. Because the Sword Flash problem is now completely solved. Wow! That is so much CC. The quadruple stun, ultra twine. What a ridiculous scenario that is. Even the dubs coming off there from Homejung. This is beautiful. This is so nice to see. And I like the synergy we have here. Betty and Wukong both doing actives, which means Homejung already has some stacks on his potions. Wow. Look at that. Killing the Sword Flash as well. This is going really nicely. It's doing really, really nicely. And, yeah, I think... just... the enemies have done nothing to us, right? Yeah, zeros. The amount of crowd control this team has is borderline abuse. In PvP, this is going to wreck noobs. Think of the poor little noobs. They rock up thinking, hey, mommy, I got my team ready. And then they just face this overpowered team of disgustingness. Yeah, that was not my greatest attempt of trying to say English things. Either way, here we go. Look at that crowd control coming out there. Beautiful. The only thing that scares me here is the Halora pings, but honestly, I feel like, given the fact we get shields and protection here, I think we're going to be completely okay. Oh my word. Yeah, we're just charging up shields. Thanks. Thanks. Isn't that Wukong that's doing this? Wukong just casually gives us a full extra health bar, whilst also being an insane damage dealer. Well, that's fun. That's obviously broken. The synergy here is nuts. The fact that this guy does damage, gives you shields, stuns the enemy team. What more could you ask for? What a hero. Guys, that is depth 9. Absolutely demolished. I would say beaten, but it was completely steamrolled. I cannot wait to see what more this account is going to be achieving. Wukong plus Betty is glorious. And I promise you, we absolutely are going to be doing more of this very, very soon. Also, one quick thing. Void campaign is going to be next episode. So if you want to see that, if you want to see how much progress these two can do in Void campaign together, you want to see if we can even clear chapter 2 with them, subscribe, because that is coming very soon. I'll see you next time, folks. This is going to be a huge mix-up for this account, and I'm very excited to see what extra progress comes in the future. Until next time, have a great week, and happy idling.